Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
In this video, we were going to replace a crank pulley in a 2010 Volkswagen GTI. It is recommended that you replace the crank pulley bolt when doing this job. If you need any auto parts for your vehicle, visit 1aauto.com. We're going to pull the wheel off. These normally have caps over it, so on your vehicle you may have those. You're going to use a tool from the kit in the trunk. It's got like a hook on it. You put it in the center of the cap and you pull straight out. This vehicle does not have that, so we're just going to take them off. A 17mm socket and a breaker bar. Just going to break them free. This is the passenger side of the vehicle. We're using a 2-post lift to raise and lower the vehicle. At your house you can use a jack and jack stands. All right, we're going to take these lug studs out. Volkswagen uses lug studs or lug bolts, not lug nuts. For this one, when you get to the last one, you're going to want to make sure you put pressure on the wheel. Because of the lug studs, the wheel will fall. Grab the wheel. To access the front of the motor, we're going to take this panel out. We're going to start by taking these T25s out one at a time. So there's one fastener here, there's one here, one here, there's two right here, and underneath there's one right here, one here, one here, one here, there's two right here, and this one's missing one, but there's normally one right there. Next, we're going to take this intercooler pipe out. This comes off the turbo and goes to the intercooler. We're going to take these two Torx out. It's a T30 and a Ratchet. These bolts are captured so they won't pull out, so they'll just stay there. We're going to pull this intercooler pipe out. There's a little lock ring here. You're going to pull it straight out, hold it. You should be able to wiggle it right out. And we're going to do the same up here. There's another little lock right there. Pull it up. It comes out of the way. You can separate it there, but there's no need to, since we were able to separate it in these two spots. That gives us the most room to work. Now we're going to pull the belt off. The tensioner is right here. You're going to use a 17mm socket, and we're going to use a breaker bar, but you could use a ratchet. Put it on, and you're going to pull it towards the back of the vehicle. That's going to loosen the tension for the belt. And you can slip the belts right off. You're going to want to hold a little bit so you don't get it stuck like that. There you go. This is a special Volkswagen tool that you're going to need to pull the crank pulley off. It's going to hold the crank. If you don't have this tool, it's going to be rather difficult to get that nut out. This bolt out. You might be able to use a impact to get this out, but we're going to use this tool to get it out. Put it in there. Now we're going to use a 24mm socket with a breaker bar. The tool is going to hold the crank pulley. once it's pretty loose, it should come out fairly easily. There we go. The crank pulley has a key, as you can see right here. We're gonna have to line it up top. That's lined up good. We're gonna put our brand new crank bolt in. Now we're gonna torque our crank bolt. We're gonna torque it to 150 Newton meters or 111 foot-pounds, and then additional 90 degrees. One way to get 90 degrees, we're gonna mark the nut, the bolt, I'm sorry, and then we're gonna mark 90 degrees. It's a right angle, so it's fairly easy to get. So now we're just gonna get the bolt to there. To make it easier to put the new belt on, we're gonna put a small Allen down this hole in the tensioner. Pull the tensioner tight. All right, so we're gonna install our Serpentine belt. We're gonna have to go over the alternator pulley up top. We're gonna come down around our AC compressor. We're gonna go around our crank pulley next and pull it down around our tensioner. And now that it is set, we're able to pull our holder out. We're gonna take tension off with our 17mm socket and ratchet, and then we can pull out our Allen, and now it's good. Now we're gonna reinstall our intercooler pipe. Make sure these clips are pushed down. On this one, you can see it's out. All you can do is push it in. Push it in. Just give it a little force till it clicks. I'm gonna install these two T30s. We're gonna use our T30 socket and a ratchet. Snap these down. Next, we're going to install this side panel shield. Install all your T25 bolts. Now we're going to install the tire. Line up with the holes and hold it. And we'll use our 17mm socket to put our lug studs on. Or lug bolts, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to torque the lug studs to 120 Newton meters in a star pattern. When you do it in a star pattern, it makes the wheel go flush to the brake rotor properly.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.